What is your take, real quick, on Monday's protest by Azimio and the promise of more to come, twice a week, and the position by government, of course, to, as it were, not take it lying down or not to be backed into a corner? Mark?
Well, it was an interesting day Monday that we had two kinds of outcomes, and no one really came out the winner. Number one, the government would have hoped that not enough people would show up, and there was a lot of intervention to make sure not enough people showed up. People still showed up. But on the other side, did Raila Odinga also achieve what he expected to achieve? The answer is also no. In terms of, number one, the government is still standing strong in terms of what it wanted, what he wanted to move the government towards doing. Number two, the messaging, and Arnold has made a good point of this, the messaging is not clear. The people came out because of the cost of living. That messaging needs to resonate. And on the other side, he also lost quite a bit of points because the government and a lot of government surrogates are also saying that this is Raila Odinga classic, doing what he always does, causing mandamano every other day. So they're trying to dissociate Raila Odinga from the cause of the people seeking there to be better costs of living in the country. Now, those are the faux pas on Raila Odinga's side. The faux pas on the government side is that they're coming out a bit tone deaf. They're coming out a bit unaware of what the Kenyan is feeling. They might be complaining about Raila Odinga, but the Kenyan is saying that it is pinching at the wallet, it is pinching at the till, it is pinching when they're going to cook using their gas. And yes, the government has talked about the plans to correct these things, but Kenyans, I think, had really believed in a government that had promised that once the Bible sits back on the stool, then similarly the price of goods will also reduce. So these are the issues. There was no outright winner. The people of Kenya are still seeking the same things they sought on Monday. Right. And whether the demonstrations continue or not, at the end of the day, it will have to come to a point where both government and Raila Odinga agree that this country needs a better cost of living. Then the temperatures will cool in this country. But will the government agree to acquiesce to the demands of Raila Odinga? I do not think so. And the activities of Monday show that the government is quite focused on ensuring that there shall be no conversation, no handshake between them and Raila Odinga. Instead, it seems like working with the foot soldiers of Raila Odinga seems to be the handshake that this particular government is looking towards. So that's my first contribution, Ben.